Conor Benn has now started his training camp as he gets ready for his big rematch with Chris Eubank Jr. On the other side, Eubank Jr. is working hard on discipline, better footwork and stronger defense. His team is pushing him to stay patient and use smart counters, believing that calm pressure and sharp timing will help him control the fight and outbox Conor Benn. Joe Cordina also shared his views, saying he believes Conor Benn will return stronger and take his revenge on Chris Eubank Jr. in their rematch.
So I know what that's like for Conor, and I know he'll come back and he'll give it everything, and I'm sure he'll get the win.
Ronnie Davies spoke about the issues Eubank had in his last fight, admitting that a few things did not go right. Still, he said everything is fixed now and Eubank will be fully ready. He feels fans will see a sharper, more focused Eubank who can possibly stop Benn. Yet he also praised Benn for his drive, power and fearless style, noting that Benn always gives his best in the ring.
But this time, what I know, there's a few issues last time, which I can't talk about, is it? But this time, Z, when we talk English, sorry mate. This time they'll do it right, and you'll see a different Eubank, and I think we'll finally make an easier job. But then again, you don't know with Benn. He's very determined, young kid, very fit, very powerful, and he's young. And he'll fight his heart out. So I'm expecting a good fight. I still think Eubanks will be stopping.
Conor Benn's camp, meanwhile, is focused on building his power, stamina and endurance with tough cardio sessions, heavy bag work and sharp jab drills. His coaches are also improving his ring IQ, timing and pressure control so he can keep a fast pace while staying calm from start to finish. They believe Benn's steady mindset and experience at higher weights will help him manage distance, spot openings and fight with patience and accuracy. Their plan is to mix aggression with smart strategy so Benn can outwork and outthink Chris Eubank Jr. Johnny Nelson said that even though Chris Eubank Jr. will give everything in the rematch, his last showing did not prove much growth even with the weight issue. He also said that if Eubank had the power to stop Benn, he would have done it before, and that Benn's toughness and progress make him the favorite this time.
Chris will give himself every possible chance that's going, but in reality, you know, personally, I just think the last performance of Chris, I thought you've got nothing left. You've got nothing. There's no more improvement on what I'm seeing there, and I know there was a weight issue and all the build up to it. I thought there's no more improvement there.
Does that mean you think do you think Conor Benn will be better in the second fight?
Yes.
Does that mean that you think that by him being better and there's no more left from Chris Eubank, that Conor Benn's able to bridge the gap and get an outcome in his second fight?
Without a doubt.
You do?
He couldn't have done any more. If he could have knocked out Conor in that fight, he would have done. Yeah.
He
just couldn't get rid of him. And Conor stuck it. So regardless of him being surprised that Conor stuck it out a lot more, he couldn't get rid.
Carl Froch advised Benn to stay calm, use feints and time his jabs, while stressing that patience and timing are just as important as power for landing clean punches.
I'd like to see you calm it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just on the outside, just the movement, just steady it down.
That's boring though, Carl.
No. On the outside, man, you don't want to be chucking energy away and burning down the bar. Think of it.
It's boring.
No, it's not boring, because then you get in range and you make it exciting. I'm talking about technically on the outside, and I'm not telling Tony Sims how to do his job. But just calm you down a little bit on the outside. Little feints, little jabs, little movements, just little shows. Have a look at this, trigger him, and then have a fight with him.
Yeah.
Don't burn anything. Waste 12 rounds, man. He's tough. One thing about him he's inherited from his dad is a toughness.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a massive bang on me. I've done a lot of sparring with Chris Eubank.
Froch also talked about Eubank's concerns over fines, saying his point was fair but should not distract from the fight, and reminding both men to stay professional and fully locked in.
He's got his reasons for being sort of annoyed with Eddie Hearn and the British Boxing Board of Control, because he's been fined quite a lot.
Yeah.
Got fined for not making the weight. I know he's supposed to make the weight. I think it was £500,000. But the Board of Control do a fantastic job, and they're there for the safety of the fighters. And I personally know Robert Smith, and he does a great job. So for him to slag off Robert Smith, I think that's a mistake, and one that he'll probably regret. I ain't got a problem with him calling out Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn should sit there and keep his mouth shut.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be speaking. And I know he tried to say, I was going to say something about Ricky Hatton, but that, in terms of that press conference and in that setting, it's irrelevant because they're talking about the fight. They're there to promote the Eubank Benn rematch.
Eddie Hearn praised both fighters for an exciting first match and officially confirmed the rematch on November 15th at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. He also warned against another overly hard fight and stressed the need for smart training, proper recovery and safety to protect Ben in the long run.
I have to give, despite our differences, I have to give Junior respect because he went to some deep places that night. Both of them did. And they're choosing to run it back and go to the same places where they will definitely be going in this fight. So, the first fight date, which was September 20th, didn't get off the ground because, Eubank physically said he wasn't ready for that fight. So we're here now, November 15th, back at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and back for another thriller.
Liam Smith predicted that Conor Benn will show more aggression in the rematch, noting clear signs of aging in Chris Eubank Jr. and saying the first fight may have taken a lot out of him. He added that Ben's youth, stamina and growing confidence give him an edge.
Regardless of the weight, I think I bring Conor into the fight more next time regardless. I think Chris is getting older and starting to look older, and I think that fight won't have done him any favours. I think that'll have put even more miles on the clock with Chris. Seeing Chris training with knee braces on, elbow braces, stuff like that. I'll give Conor a real chance next time.
Peter Fury called the rematch a true 50-50 fight and told Ben to trust his skills, movement and smart boxing instead of using wild pressure.
No, I don't know. I think Ben can do more, and he's going to learn from it. The first one. So, and Eubank looked drained at that weight. I'm surprised he's gone in again for the same weight, same rules, because you could see he looked like he was struggling to get to that weight, and it showed in there at times. So I think it's a 50-50. Ben's in with a better chance this time than the first time.
Ben said he's going to box more in the second fight. Is that the game plan you would deploy, or?
Yeah, you've got to box. Look, it's called boxing for a reason. You've got to box. When you're looking for big shots and take somebody's head off, somebody will pick you apart. This is skill set in there. At this level, you've got to box your way in.
Stay tuned for more boxing news, highlights, events and stories. Subscribe to Boxing Glory and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Check out our other videos as well. Until next time, take care and peace.